Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live broadcast. I am Professor Samuel Stephenson, and I want to address the TBC community. This live broadcast is a very interesting. To be very, very careful with everything that I am going to say here today. And this broadcast is as a result of several, okay? I believe in the Send Button meeting yesterday, Mr. Stephen Coffey have actually done a good job addressing this matter on a very, but not everybody attend the TBC Send Button meetings. And that is the reason why I feel it is important to address the community. So, listen to what it's. Is that okay? For now, I want to just say unequivocally that no room for panic in the TBC community. And this is what to inquire into what he doesn't know. But government art is going to be on the fact that our members need to be, by not putting the cart before the horse, is that a good number of our members in the public space are not, is not to Whitefish Lady and the rest of the members who have been subpoenaed in America. Some of our members have actually misrepresented the vision and the goal of TBC to the of the world, especially those who were multi-level marketing or the other before coming to join Ponzi scheme. In Ponzi scheme, the idea of robbing people is how the Ponzi scheme works. And in most cases, people rush in to grab whatever they can grab before it come crashing. And so some of these people came in just now in TBC, and then in 3 months from now, you're already a billionaire. One of the challenges we are facing now with new members is that when we address new people, okay, or they do tell us that with our uncles, one of our brother, daughter, or son about this, and they told us that we should be careful, that they have invested in TBC for over 2 years now, and they have not seen any, that they are not hearing anything from them again. Then I asked them question, who are they then? Who are they here referring to as them? I said the TBC blog post is there and information is there for every member to feed his or herself from every day. So I don't think it will be right for he or she has invested in TBC and is not hearing anything from them. I think that must have been a very big misconception on the part of some of our members. Thank God for what is going on in the system today. The TBC is undergoing restructuring. Most we had in the beginning who never understood the TBC mission and misconstrued it to be one of those came after them who have understood the system are the ones that are leading a different spread today. What I am emphasizing here is that let's understand what TBC is. For instance, some members on government to accept TBC, to adopt TBC. I think this can be a misinterpretation of the TBC admin's goal. Or, putting it differently, this can be a misrepresentation of the mission of TBC. Misrepresentation in the sense that its goal is that TBC is going to be a private community. Underline that word, private community. And I'll be quick to add this. Society, but not a secret society. Because I've overheard some people say that this is a private, secret society. No. There is difference between private and secret. Okay? Secret is something that is hidden from the knowledge of ordinary person, except those who are involved in the conciliation. Okay? Those who conceal it are those who know what is in there. That is, but private is anything that is not under the public control or something that is not under the control of government. So TBC is not a secret society, but a private society. Let's take note. The next thing I want to address is that, from my understanding, is designed to run parallel to government. And from my understanding of what we mean, parallel line can travel to eternity without meeting. But I've heard some of our members in recent time, whether in their brokers or at different level, calling on government to adopt. That is what I refer to as misrepresentation. Because calling on government to adopt, to my mind, is contrary to the mission of TBC. Why did I say this? The mission of TBC is to eradicate poverty globally and empower ordinary citizens to be able to achieve their goal, spread happiness and joy. And you and I know that most governments of the world will not survive when the entire citizenry becomes fully empowered. What I mean by that is, so many governments of the world today are surviving at the detriment of their citizenry. And then TBC is here to liberate these citizens who have been under the oppression of the cruel government. And you think the government will come and begin to clap hands for us? It's not going to kiss you. So why do we involve government? Why are we calling on government to adopt TBC? What for? To my mind, government adopting TBC is a destruction of our vision, of our mission, because two cannot meet. Or if this freedom we have achieved through the vision of TBC, we want to subject it or submit it to the cruelty of the existing powers, then we have the right and the choice. But I feel that is not what we should be doing at the point. The emphasis here should be on growing the community. And I'm sure the reason why so many of our members are calling on government is because we don't have our inherent in us. Okay? He always emphasized that we should not wake the sleep, which is government. He has always said we should not wake the sleeping giant. Somebody say we should not touch the tail of this. I believe at the moment we have already told the tale of the sleeping lion. We have woken up the sleeping giant, and so we should be ready to face the along. Okay, having said this, I want to that there is nothing to be afraid of. The government is looking for information. The government is looking for experts that will tell them the underground uh, technology behind cryptocurrency. Talking about blockchain uh, technology in general. But government is not a very gentleman that would call you to a round table and say, please come and teach us this. Government will always want to show you that he is in control. And so they will use their paperwork, their agencies to threaten you. But actually, what they are looking for is not to you, to destroy you, to harm you, but through that you can voice out some information to them that they will go back to the drawing board and be able to formulate policies around the information they have gathered from you. I am sure with what is happening from different governments in the world, they are looking for information. The American Congress got the Security and Exchange to brief them the tokens, the ICOs, and cryptocurrencies in general, is because they are looking for information. From all indication, they have seen the signal or the handwriting on the world that cryptocurrency is going to take over the world like a thunderbolt shock the world. And therefore, everybody is looking for a place of hiding. And they want to know what it is before they can pitch their tent. That's what they're looking for. But in their own usual way of doing things, they will have to come with force like that, with threat, or any way they feel they can coerce you to give what is in your possession. And that is the information. Because if they are to call you to a seminar as a resource person, they are going to pay you. But this time around, if they subpoena, they ask you to appear before an attorney, they will not pay you, but you will get what they are looking for anyhow. Well, they will get the information they are anyhow without paying for it. I'm sure that is what is happening. Recently in Nigeria, the Nation of Rep member sponsored a bill to regulate cryptocurrency, blockchain, and Internet of a Thing bill, which is currently before the Nigerian Nation. A Congress member has sponsored a bill, and I have the video with me. But I want to tell you, I have told many of our members offline, and I'm saying it, that the bill, whether it is passed or not, it has nothing to do with the TBC community. It can only work with those market-based cryptocurrencies, but that is subject to us remaining a community. From the beginning to today, we have been a private community, but it appears that some of us are trying to force us out of where we are into the public before it is time. I have observed that we are putting the cart before the horse. Why? Several exchanges are propping up here and there. Look, I am excited and I'm looking forward for exchange for us to be able to exchange our cryptocurrency with fiat currency as it is of almost everyone in the community. But then what I want is that the TBC has two phases. The first phase is the distribution phase, the store of value. We are to distribute this coin to as many as we can until we bring in million members into our community. And so, when we do that, we now move to the second phase, which is the phase of exchange, the exchange phase. That time become valuable and powerful enough to unveil or unlock the power of the TBC economy. By so doing, we will be able to eradicate poverty globally. But this time around, instead of us focusing on growing the community, we are going into the second phase of exchanges before the first phase. I have not seen anyone who have not gone through primary school or secondary school and have gone to the university. We are in the distribution phase, the phase of store of value. And then if you look at the admin's policy in recent time, all the policies are geared towards encouraging members to grow the community. But instead of on growing the community, we are spending our time on exchanges here, exchange there. These things have succeeded in scamming our of their hard-earned currency. Many of them are actually scammers. Some of them can no longer go through the process of earning TBC, and so they use this scam of a thing to extract the TBC from our members' wallet. So we have to be careful, very, very careful. I will say it and I will say it over and over again that we need to be very, very careful. Let's follow the system. The system is we are in the let our energy be channeled towards growing the community of dissipating our energy changes or calling on government to adopt TBC. Calling on government to adopt TBC, to my mind, I feel is not the right thing to do, because this is the giant, the terror we are running away from in a community for ourselves. Why still calling on government again? And if the government call on you, let us know on time. We are a community. For instance, in Nigeria here, we have our members who are legal practitioners, who are lawyers, who have even agreed to accept TBC 100% for their legal services. So should any of such happen, please quickly notify get in members who department to assist. So there is nothing to worry about. We are not criminals. We are not fraudsters. We are united to do that. The banks are business conscious. They are looking for customers and they are interested in profit. Okay? They are interested in profit. So if we do what is right, they are going to look for us. If we can have 1 billion members, we don't need to look for banks. Rather, bank will call us to a negotiation. Take me by my word. If we can grow our community to 1 billion, banks will look for us and call us to a negotiating. That is the truth of the matter. Don't think that banks are interested in what we are doing. They're only interested in profit. Interested in what? The customers. Having more customers to them means. Therefore, if you want more of this, then do more members into our community. By bringing more members into our community, of the problems we are facing now, that will solve itself. Okay? The problems we are facing now will solve itself. If we have enough people in our community, do you know that instead of government threatening, government will call us for negotiation? Yes, I have observed this. Why is labor so powerful worldwide because the government knows that labor has the people, the population in her camp. And therefore, anytime labor threatens, the government freakle. So, getting the people behind us, and then the government will say, okay, let's talk. We need to talk. We need to talk. Recently, something happened in Nigeria. The Nigerian Labour Congress have been asking for their minimum wage since 2016 to be reviewed. And the government set up a committee to review that over 1 year now, and nothing has happened. So the labor gave government an ultimatum that if nothing has happened between, we are going on strike. Nothing happened. And they now said, okay, they are going on 3 days, 7 days, and they went on strike. For just 2 days, the government called them to negotiating table. They suspended. Yes, that is government. Government is afraid of the people. So if we are afraid of government now, the simplest way to solve that problem is to get the people behind us. Okay? Let's get the people behind us, and they're afraid of government. Government will be afraid of us. Do you know that there are government officials that are interested in our coin? They are so much interested in our coin. Many of them even believe in our coin than the way we believe in it. So let's do our best to see how we can grow our community. By so doing, we will be in a position to determine what happened to our economy. So instead of us focusing on exchanges now, here and there, which is very, very good, it will increase growth as well. When we have exchanges that are genuine, it will help our community's growth. But that shouldn't be our emphasis. Let our emphasis be on growing our community. Others are sitting on the fence asking, what is the latest? The question there is that if you are the latest, what have you contributed lately? Hello? If you are asking to know the latest about our community, the question that should come back to you is, what have you contributed? That we are on the right course. Things are going to work out better for us sooner than later. In fact, the speed at which TBC is growing and the awareness, I have come to realize that in Africa, I've actually come to know cryptocurrency through the awareness created by TBC. And I am sure our members are doing a wonderful job. Our members are doing a wonderful job. Kudos to us for that. The thing I want to add here is that we should study and understand the system. Let's study and understand the system so that we can be good ambassadors of the TBC mission. Let us study very well, understand the system, and be good ambassadors of the TBC mission. Because if we don't understand the system, we can be misrepresenting the TBC mission, which has happened in different quarters. But nobody should panic. Let every one of us sit up, do more of an aggressive campaign of TBC. Just two paid men, within 48 hours, you are qualified to redeem a coin by November, which is very, very simple. I want to encourage you that we are almost there. Remember, it's always darkest before dawn. It's always darkest before. Therefore, because of the signal is a signal to us that something is about to happen in our community. So no shaking, no shaking. Something great is about to happen in our community. Something great is about to happen. Therefore, I want to encourage all our members to keep doing the good job, for if that we are on course and we have nothing to worry about. That TBC value is being unlocked every day. And how do we unlock it? Anytime we bring in a new member to our community, we have unlocked part of our TBC value. Let's concentrate on this, at least for the month of October. I want us to hit 10 million before the end of this month, so that by the time our system, by November, and then facing 2019, we should be thinking about cross